very organised and completely in a mess. Right, I thought today we would celebrate the new Disney launch by Charlotte Tilbury. And I meant to put my headband on. I meant to do a lot of things. But again, I'm in a lot of pain and I can't move anywhere fast. So please excuse me. I'm going to put some magic cream on. So what I decided to do, I haven't got any of the Disney stuff yet. And I say yet, I don't know whether there isn't anything new. It's just all been packaged with a Disney logo on it. So apart from the makeup bag. Hello, Stacey. Apart from the makeup bag, there isn't anything new. It's just all been repackaged with a Disney logo on it. Now, I was thinking, like Stacey, I think Stacey, you got Pinkgasm, haven't you? I think I'm running out of Pinkgasm, and I was thinking of getting that, but I haven't bought anything yet. But I thought, do you know what I'm going to do, just for a bit of a giggle? She's brought out 10 iconic Disney looks. Hello, Sherry. But again, you know, they may have been listening to me saying, we need some more iconic looks. That's what we want. But again, there aren't any new products. She's just put together, curated these looks based on Disney characters. Now, I've chosen a Disney character based on the name, but I've forgotten who it's in homage to. I'll have to put that later. Or somebody, one of my researchers can go and have a look, because it says under it, inspired by. So if someone can tell me, maybe Stacey, can you go and have a look on Charlotte Tilbury's website? Because today I'm going to do the Courageous Dreamer look, because I feel like I'm being pretty courageous at the moment with all that's going on with my knee. And I fluctuate between being courageous and dreaming of better things to come. So I picked the courageous dreaming looks. Hello, Robin. Good evening to you from down under. And I've got this sort of off-the-shoulder dress. These are actually the straps to my bra, and of course it's showing off my pain patch, but I hope you don't mind. Just all the excuses out the way. So I put on some magic cream, and I'm going to, don't look at my nails, they're terrible. Don't look at my hair, they're terrible. Don't look at my teeth, they're terrible. Just look at the rest of me, okay? We keep it real on this channel. It's not all glam and escape to something really wonderful. It is as it is. And anyway, so today thought for a laugh, I'm going to do these 10 iconic looks they've got now for the Disney characters. And Stacey, if you wouldn't mind going and having a look on the Charlotte Tilbury website under the Courageous Dreamer look. And when you click on it, it will say inspired by this Disney character, because that's the one thing I forgot to look up, right? I don't know which Disney character this is supposed to be, but I thought today I will do the Courageous Dreamer look, and let's see how it turns out. It's basically Walk of No Shame, okay? So let's go and put on some Charlotte Tilbury foundation. And I will see, I think what I could do with today is a little bit of Flawless Filter. Hello there, X. Hi, Ali. Hi, Terry, Stacey, and Robin. Hello, X. So I'm putting on Flawless Filter in the shade 4.5, just to give my skin a bit of a glow. It's Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Thank you, Stacey. I knew Stacey would be a good researcher for me. I know when Nina's here, she likes to go off and research for me. And I know Stacey does. So thank you, Stacey. Right, I'm just covering my face in Flawless Filter because, quite frankly, today, the more glow, the better on my skin. as far as I'm concerned. Right, now I'm just going to... So this is shade 4.5. Now, I've got Beautiful Skin foundation in shade 7 neutral. I don't know actually if this is going to be too fair for me at the moment. What are we up to today, Ali? We're up to, I'm doing one of Charlotte Tilbury's Disney looks. She's bought out for Disney. She's bought out some Disney products, but they're all actually products that I already own. It's just got a Disney logo, so I haven't actually purchased anything. Although I'm considering getting the makeup bag, and I'm considering getting the Pinkgasm because I'm nearly out of that. But I thought what would be fun is to do, she's curated. Sorry, Ali, I read it wrong. Apologise. Oh, is it not Ariel from The Little Mermaid? Oh, thank you, X. Apparently I look lovely. Thank you very much. I don't feel lovely at the moment. I feel a bit bedraggled, as usual. So, it's Mulan. Oh, great. I think I'm a bit Mulanish, aren't I? I'm half Indian and I've got dark hair. I think I picked well, actually, to do the Mulan look. So it's called The Courageous Dreamer. So next on in, so I'm doing one of these. So she's brought out 10 iconic Disney looks in homage to Disney characters. And I thought it would be fun to do one of the looks today. So I'm doing the Courageous Dreamer look. First of all, I'm putting on the Courageous Dreamer Mulan. That's right. So today I'm putting on, first of all, I'm going to put on Charlotte Tilbury base because we're doing a Charlotte Tilbury look. Although you know at the moment I am loving my Doll 10 foundation. I can't get enough of it. Now this is probably going to be a bit light for me at the moment because it's summertime. And even though I don't go out very much, I still tan. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. So this is Beautiful Skin foundation. They're all the same things that already exist. It's just the fairy logo. Exactly. Which is why I've not bought anything. Because I'm not really interested in Disney. Tell me, is anybody here really excited about the Disney logo on Charlotte Tilbury's items? Is anyone really excited? Because I just don't think it's Charlotte Tilbury's clientele. I think it's a bit misjudged, but I may be wrong. And I know that Shahina, no, you're not excited about it. Stacey's not well. Oh, I'm sorry, Stacey. I know that Shahina said she likes all things Disney. You're excited by Disney. Okay, so maybe 50-50. The only thing I would like to buy is a makeup bag. Me too, because I tell you why, not because of the Disney character, but what I really love is when she brings out the burgundy velvet bags. Burgundy and gold. I think it's just a lovely mix of colours. So I'm always a sucker for burgundy and gold. So regardless of the Disney character on the front, I just like the look of the bag. So I may get the bag. So anyway, that's Beautiful Skin foundation in shade 7 neutral. Now I still haven't purchased a darker shade of the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. And this is a little bit too light for me, but I'm going to just put it on anyway because I'm putting it under my eyes. And if it's too light, I'll put on a bit of colour corrector as well. This is Radiant Concealer in shade 6.5. And as I say, don't come at me. I know it's too light. And yes, I am packing it on today. I'm not really doing it in a makeup artist way. I'm doing it more in an Instagram way because I'm tired. Don't forget to get your free pin. Yeah, I've got it in the basket. I've got it all in my basket. I just haven't bought. I can't bring myself to purchase at the moment because it's all quite expensive for stuff I've already got. Actually, it's not too bad. I'm blending that with the sponge, as you can see. And because it's going under my eyes, it's not too bad. So this is shade 6.5 of the Radiant Concealer. Now, X, from what I remember, you used to be another name. And you know I'm bad at remembering names. I have a feeling you were somebody else before. Can you please remind me? Have you bought the pink Charlotte Tilbury bag? I'm still on the fence. Yes, I have, and it's great. I haven't used it yet, but I've bought it. And it's really good because it's got compartments in it. And I don't think you'd be disappointed about that. I would definitely recommend the pink bag. If I can get my hands on it later on in this video, I will. And I'll show it you. I still haven't taken it out the plastic wrapping, but that's because I've not been very mobile, not because I don't like it. Let me just to balance out. And as you know, I've used this trick before. Oh, it's Bushra. I knew it. You see, I knew. I had a feeling it was somebody that I already knew, but I couldn't remember who. So my memory's not all that bad. It's just I couldn't remember who. Thank you, Bushra. I'd rather call you Bushra than X, if you don't mind. X just sounds a bit strange. Unless you really want me to call you X, I'll call you X. I can't purchase as my loyalty is not working. Been waiting all week for CT head office to sort it out. So what, you're not able to get the freebie items or something then, Stacey? So I just put a bit of that highlighter in the centre of my face. And I've talked about this before, but for anyone new watching this on playback, I know you're all you've been following me for a while on the live, but anyone on playback, the reason I do that is if your concealer under your eyes is a little bit too fair, then it balances out your face if you just use it a bit as a highlighter as well. Okay, I'm now going to go in with some powder. And if I can reach my Charlotte Tilbury's powder, I will. I've got the brightening one near me. I just don't know whether I've got the other one near me. Right, hold on. Hold on. Right, here's the brightening one. Let's do the brightening one under my eyes. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques setting brush, which I love. I love this. It's my favourite Real Techniques brush because it's so versatile and so great for setting your under eye concealer. It's really soft. But this one feels a bit stiffer than the older ones. This one's a new one. I've had about 4 of these. Just because I lose them, not because they've worn out. I lose them, or I've got one in a makeup bag and I want to get another one. That's how good these setting brushes are. But this one feels a little bit stiffer than the older ones. Not the actual hair. It's just a bit more compact in the brush, if you know what I mean. Right, I don't think I can get my hands on her normal. Oh, yes, I can. I can. Right, I've got medium 2 airbrush. So I'm going to set the rest of my face with that. Now, I know everything's all about glow, glow, glow right now, but I still believe in setting your face with powder. And Charlotte's isn't too powdery, matte and flat, because it just sets your foundation. And the thing about these glowy foundations is they're all well and good, but if you don't set them, they slide off, especially in the summer. And the thing is that within an hour of putting on your powder, it will mix in anyway with your oils of your skin, and it won't take away your glow anyway. So I'm a believer in using a bit of powder, especially in the summer. It says 50 mil. If you spend over 75, it adds 15 mil. You feel like all the good freebies are gone. It's adding 15 mils of magic cream, and it's supposed to add 50 mils. Yeah, well, you definitely want to make sure you get what you're entitled to. I mean, you spend enough with Charlotte Tilbury. Right, so this is the Mulan look. Now, the Mulan look is, first of all, the Walk of No Shame palette, which is this one. Okay, so I'm going to put this one on first. And I'm going to go in first of all. Now, the thing about the Walk of No Shame palette, I'm going to just swatchy them on, let's do, this one's Prime. That one is Enhance. No, Prime, what is it again? Prime, yeah, Enhance. Smoke. And I love the Pop one. That's Pop. They're all a little bit shimmery. But I like to go for something a bit more matte in my socket normally, but I'm going to just go with this because I think it'll be okay. So this is the Enhanced shade. I just find the whole thing a little bit... You only want the lid of the magic cream. Yes, you should do something like that where you can get the lid on its own. Well, I hate to predict because I really don't know what the call for it is out there, but some of you are saying that you really like the Disney and some of you aren't, but I'm just thinking if it's anything like me and Bushra that are just sort of not that bothered about Disney, then it might end up going in the sale. I'm just going to put a bit of Prime on my lids. Eventually. But then it might be really popular and sell out. I don't know. I really don't know. Right, I just wanted to lighten up my lids a bit. And then I'm going to go in with the Smoke shade, and I'm just going to put that in the corner because it is quite dark. Now, what I was saying about these looks, and what I find a bit funny about it all, is that Charlotte's brand, what got me excited about Charlotte's brand was that she brought out these 10 iconic looks. That's what actually roped me in all those years ago. Was like, if you want to look like a golden goddess, here's the makeup that will do it. And this is inspired by this and this film star, you know, and you could just kind of get all the makeup items that would bring about this look. What I find a little bit funny about the Disney thing is they're cartoon characters. Oh, sorry, I'm just putting some of the smoke underneath. And the whole idea, I just think it's a bit funny because they're cartoon characters. So inspired by, looks inspired by cartoon characters. I never would have believed that that would have happened. In fact, I'm not going to do much more with that smoke as a liner because I'm going to use it in a minute to set the... Oh, no, I was going to say we were using Walk of No Shame eyeliner, but we're not. We're using black. Right. At the moment, this is looking a bit messy, but it's... You either love it or hate it. Exactly. At least they aren't money grabbing. You can use all existing products. True. True. Now, I'm going to put on the... I'm going to put on the smoke shade, but... yeah. No, the pop shade. But do you know what I'm going to do? I've just been thinking, as I've been chatting to you, that I might try this pop shade with that pigment thing that I showed you last week. If I can find it. It's around here somewhere. The Dura, oh, what do you call it? You know the thing I'm talking about. And I used it last week and it's here somewhere. It's definitely here. Just bear with me. I was just thinking it might really make the pop shade pop. Ah, I know where it is. Because I actually did organise some of my stuff last week. And I put it with all my loose pigments. Here we go. This Inglot. The Inglot Duraline Makeup Mixing Liquid. I thought I'm going to try just using that with one of her pop shades. Because I really like this pop shade, but it always doesn't give me quite as much as I would like. And of course, the palette's probably getting a bit old now as well. So this is going to help it. I'm just going to dab a bit of this. Charlotte knows we're a sucker for magic cream lids and the makeup bag. Yeah. I think it would have been nice if she'd brought out a couple of new items. Or maybe a new beauty light wand. Right, so I've just dabbed on some Duraline mixing liquid. Just to see if this is going to help it pop a bit more. And now I'm just going to warm this up with my finger. And try it again. I think this is too wet at the moment. I've probably put too much. You have to kind of play about with it a bit. Let's try again. Yeah, you see, that's the kind of look that I wanted in the first place. What I'm going to do is scrape a bit so that it really mixes in. There we go. Scrape a bit so I'm basically mixing it into that liquid. Because I really like this pop shade. And I want it to pop. It's a beautiful colour. but I always want more from it. And this is a way of getting more from it. That's better. Right, and then I'm going to put the prime shade with my little finger. I'm just going to pop that underneath the brow. It's basically the walk of no shame look, this. Then what she has in this, what's that? What have I done there? Have I dropped some? Then what she has is the feline flick. Now let's see if I can find my feline flick. I thought I had it here. I do have it here. I want the black one though, not the brown one. Is this the black one? I think this is it. I've got the black one and the brown one. I want to make sure that this is the black one. It doesn't say, so that probably means it's the black one. Right. I'm going to do the side that always comes out great, because I'm doing it with my right hand, and the angle, I can always do the flick really great this side because I'm using my dominant hand. But when I switch over, the other side is never quite so good. Look at that for a flick. What time is it where you are? It is... Oh, you're asking Robin. Sorry, I thought you were asking me. Well, she said good evening. So, right, let's have a go at this side. Now I'm going to do that, and then I get to the end. Now, the problem is when you get to the end and you're doing it with your dominant hand is the angle just... is never as good this side. But maybe this time we'll be in luck. You have to do it that way for it to tail off. And I want to have it thicker at that edge. Let's try again. Not bad. I've done worse. I'm going to go do a little bit underneath. Am I looking Mulan yet? It is a bit Mulanish. I'll give her that. It is a bit Mulanish. You're lying in bed ready to go to sleep. Do you know what? I'm gonna do the cat thing where she takes it in, because that's gonna be even more Mulanish. We want to do the cat flick. I never think that I suit this, but other people tell me I do. It's not wanting to... It's not wanting to go on bold. Come on. It's because my eyes are a bit watery, I think. It just doesn't want to. Maybe I'm just being a wuss. I might go over that with a black eyeliner because I really wanted to do the inner bit because I think that's what makes it look a bit Mulanish. You're loving the mesmerising maroon quad right now. It's really beautiful. Well, this quad's quite similar to that one, Bushra. It's slightly lighter, isn't it? But this one is quite similar to the maroon quad. Do you know, I did a look a few weeks ago and I'm really loving that. And it was when I did, you know, the 2 colour chameleons, the pillow talk ones. But then I used the face palette over the top. And I've been using that a lot because I think that look is sort of one of those looks that I want to sling in my bag and have when I'm going out because it just suits me, I think. And I love it. Now, I'm looking for my brow things. I'll do that in a minute. Let's put on some mascara. And I have definitely got... Do you know, I keep finding my little Pillow Talk mascaras, my little... Yeah, there's loads of them hanging around because I always, whenever I put in an order, I always put one of these in the bag because I actually prefer them than buying the full thing in terms of getting into the lashes. I should have curled my lashes as well before I did this, but never mind. I think for curled up lashes, this has got to be my favourite mascara for it being curled up. I'll show you in a minute. It never looks much in the first coat, but the beauty comes with that brush when the first coat's dried down and then you're curling it up in the second round. Did I see the XL setting spray? No, I haven't seen that. So you're saying it's more appropriate for Revolution brand. I think so. Sorry if you love it, guys. I agree with you, Bushra. Now, what's Stacey and... Oh, Terry, is the Pillow Talk lip blur pink or more brown? Okay. That's what I love, you all helping one another out. I've only got one of the lip blurs in the red. Because it's not my favourite formula. And I've got so many lipsticks now, Charlotte Tilbury. I'm trying to be sensible in my old age. And I want to get some storage for all of it. That's what I want to spend my money on now. Right, now, when I go in with that second coat, this is when the magic happens. So I take the flat end and I get right down to the root and then I use it like an eyelash curler. I take the flat end and then I twist my hand so that it is bending the lashes right back almost towards the lid, and I hold it there for a minute and then I brush up, and that's when the magic starts to happen with this mascara. Do the outside corner. And again, can you see I'm just twisting with my hand? There, I'm taking the flat end and I'm rotating my fingers. I'm treating it like a heated eyelash curler. And again, that little rotation with the hand. And then the reason I like this travel size one, or the sample size one, is you can get into all these little hairs that you can barely see. Gonna have another go at the middle there. And again, twist up. And then again with the bottom ones, I can go in sideways and catch all the hairs. Look at that long one. There we go. I don't know why that black liner just didn't get my little Mulan flick. Is this definitely the black one or the brown one? See, it doesn't say. But then that's what makes me think it's the black one. It's quite watery. It's because it's near the tear duct. It's not wanting to, because that's what's going to make it look Mulanish. And also, I really want to thicken this bit at this side, on both sides. Am I looking like Mulan yet? Now, I want to get my little brow things. Definitely want to do me brows. What have I done with me brow bits? They're around here somewhere. Ah, bear with me. Right. Stay. You're not going to stay. Right. You are now. Now, one of the things that I'm loving, and I actually think it's better than the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, and cheaper, by the way, Oh, somebody... Sorry, you know my little thing wasn't moving, so I didn't see all your comments. Of all the collabs, Charlotte Tilbury chooses Disney. Right, now this... P. Louise does 2 brow products, and it does get a bit confusing in terms of brushing up your brows. She does one called Hold You Down, and she does one called Brow Balm. Now, Hold You Down is going to give you the kind of more stiff kind of soap brow, whereas Brow Balm is more like a balm, which will hold you down. They do a similar thing, just slightly different consistency. But this Hold You Down, I'm actually really loving because it's very similar to the freeze, the brow freeze from Anastasia, but actually I think it's better. It's actually better. It just seems to work a lot better. And I'm just really into that brushed up, slightly fluffy brow at the moment. Because also it gives you a bit of an eye lift. So if you're interested, the Anastasia one's about 20 quid. Her brow freeze. This one, I can't remember how much, but she does bundles and it's definitely cheaper. And I actually think it's better, slightly better than the Anastasia one. It does hold them down a lot more. So if you like that soap brows thing, go and have a look at P. Louise, and it's called Hold You Down. Right, so it's very like this, but better. That's the Anastasia one, brow freeze. That's the P. Louise one. Definitely recommend that. And then I'm using the Anastasia. She's got a brush that she sells with to go alongside the brow freeze, and it's great because you can kind of get some of it out and you can dip in and then you can kind of push them up like that. I like that look. See, I like it a lot. And then I'll just put in a few little hairs. I'm going to use my medium brow pen to put in a few. Oh, this one's ebony. Where's my medium one? Oh, I'll just do the ebony one. It's a bit darker, but we're Mulaning. So I'm just going to go through and fill out where there's a few little gaps where I'd quite like it to be a bit more. And this is the Anastasia one. Although, again, she doesn't do a brow pen, P. Louise, but her pencils are great. Right, let's move on, shall we? So next I'm going to do the lips. And, of course, with the lips, it's Walk of No Shame as well. And I'd rather sharpen this, but... Oh, hang on. We have a sharpener here. And I really like that Charlotte Tilbury has this where you don't have to be over a bin, especially when I'm not that mobile. You can actually sharpen your pencils and empty it later. You put an apology comment for me. Why? What did I say? What do you need to? What did you need to apologise for, Stacey? Stacey, what are you apologising for? Sorry, I haven't kept up, but I'm sure you don't need to apologise. I'm intrigued now. I'm keeping an eye out. Right, so this is the lip cheat in Walk of No Shame. You didn't sound blunt at all. I've always said this. If I was offended by something, I'd let you know. I promise you. And that didn't sound blunt at all. You're right. At least they're not grabbing money. You know what? When you said that, though, I'll tell you what I thought. This is what I honestly thought. I didn't think you were being blunt at all. But I kind of, at the moment, I keep biting my lip because I'm aware that I'm being quite critical all the time of Charlotte Tilbury. And some people watching might think that I've got it in for her all of a sudden, and I haven't. I'm just really disappointed with the brand because I used to get really excited about their releases, and I don't anymore. And I have asked myself, is it because at the moment I'm struggling with my mental health and physical health that I'm not getting excited, or is it the brand? And I really do think it is the brand. And when you said that, I thought, yes, they're not, but also, it's a little bit, if I was being honest, as a counterpoint to what you said, is that I also think it's a bit lazy to re-release the same things that you've released before and stick a Disney logo on it, because that doesn't take a lot of effort at all. And then remarket it and say, come and buy this new thing, like it's a new thing. It's like she's trying to attract new customers, but they're not really releasing anything. You know, I was really looking forward to her releasing some new iconic looks, but they're all made up from things that she's already released. But having said that, I'm going to be fair. This is very Mulanish. Right, I'm going to use the Walk of No Shame lipstick, which is also part of this look. And I have to say, I'm feeling the Mulan vibe. Sorry, but the brand are money grabbing. That's why they're on the Disney gravy train. We're having healthy debate. That's what we're doing. That's not healthy debate is different from, you know, I've actually banned people from my channel for upsetting me and offending me. You wouldn't believe some of the things that people have done that I've banned them for. And saying that Charlotte Tilbury's money grabbing, or she's not money grabbing, Would not offend me in the slightest. Once somebody said, for example, stop going on about being in pain all the time in front of your son. It's not fair to him. And I said, I think you want me to respond, so I'm not going to. And then she said, no, I don't. And then someone else jumped in. Oh, she said, go and take some painkillers and be quiet. And it's not fair on your son. And someone else jumped in to defend me and said, what, you think painkillers are just going to take the pain away? You obviously have never suffered chronic pain. And then she started getting really nasty about me, saying she's always commenting that she hasn't got money, which I never did. Maybe she stopped buying so much makeup. She was really being vile, so I banned her. That's an example. I'm not easily offended. Exactly, it's not meant to be against me. Exactly. I'm not Charlotte Tilbury, and as you can see from my recent videos, I've actually been quite down on Charlotte Tilbury myself. And I am not enthused at all by this Disney launch. But that's why I'm doing the looks, because I think the looks are already there. They're already products that you can buy. I am slightly amused by the idea, but as I'm putting this look on, I will always stop myself if I think I'm being unfair. As I've put this look on now, so this, by the way, is the Walk of No Shame cheek to cheek, which is part of this look. As I put this on, I thought, do you know what? That is quite clever, because I do feel a little bit like I'm getting the Mulan vibe. What do you think? So I think they've curated this look quite well, and I'm intrigued now to try one of the other 10 Disney looks. I tell you what, when you come off this live, can you all do me a favour and go and have a look at the 10 iconic Disney looks on Charlotte Tilbury's site? And I'd like you to vote underneath this live on replay and just tell me which one you'd like me to do next, because I want to do another one now, right? This definitely makes me think of Mulan. Maybe it's the way I've got my hair as well, but I've surprised myself. Came on to do this a little bit tongue in cheek, like I'm going to be a Disney character, ha ha. And actually, I've ended up thinking, actually, I do look quite Mulan. So, when you come off, go and have a look at the 10 iconic Disney looks and tell me which one you want me to try next. And I would either do a live or I'll do a non-live, and I'll do another one. I'll do all 10 of them if you want, because I've got all the products. I think there's one product that I don't have, which is one of the one of the new lip blurs in a different colour. But I mean, it doesn't matter because I've got lipsticks in that colour. I think it's Pillow Talk Lip Blur, or it's one of them that I've got in another formula, so I can still recreate the look. So tell me, now the last thing in this look, so that was the Walk of No Shame cheek to cheek blush. I'm so busy chatting, I'm not even telling you the products. But then the last thing I believe that's in this look is the Spotlight Beauty Light Wand, which is here. And I've still got loads on the wand. Thank you. But what I wasn't expecting was to actually look like the Disney character. And I've surprised myself because I think I do look a bit like Mulan. But then is that because I'm half Indian anyway? I don't know. I've probably put on too much spotlight now, but never mind. Let's put some of that in here. So in the Courageous Dreamers look, I'm going to put some of this under my brow. In the Courageous Dreamers look is the Walk of No Shame quad, the Walk of No Shame cheek-to-cheek blush, the Walk of No Shame lip cheat, the Walk of No Shame lipstick, and the Spotlight Beauty Light wand, the Magic Cream, and of course the new makeup bag. But what's interesting is, although she's suggesting these as looks, she doesn't appear to be selling them as complete looks. Like, you know, with the iconic looks, I've got Mulan's colouring, even though it's a Disney character. Yeah, I agree. Is it? It is a Disney. It's like a cartoon character, isn't it? It's not an actual. Or is there a film where there's an actual person? I just feel like I look like Mulan. And I think maybe if I was going to put my headband on today, and I think if I put on my headband, I perhaps wouldn't have looked as Mulan. But the fact that I've got my hair a little bit like this as well, I surprised myself. So let's try another one. So what I was saying is, with her 10 iconic looks, she did a makeup bag and she put all the products in it and you could buy the whole look. What's interesting is I don't think she's done that with the Disney looks. She is a character in an animated film. I still think I look Mulanish. So, Charlotte, I apologise. This started out as quite tongue-in-cheek because I'm not a Disney fan and I'm not really that enthused about this whole Disney collab. But, and it was going to be, haha, look at me, I now look like Tinkerbell or whatever. I didn't even know what the character was that I was doing. All I did is I picked it based on the fact that it said courageous, and I feel pretty courageous at the moment with what's going on with my leg, and dreamer, because I'm dreaming as well. That's it. I didn't even know the character. And now I've done it, I thought, do you know what? I look Mulanish. And she does have that kind of shade on her eyes. And she does have the feline flick. And I've surprised myself. So I'm absolutely delighted with that. And it's less tongue-in-cheek than I'd expected it to be. But let's pick another one. I'm really intrigued to know what you're going to pick out for me next. And if you want it to be completely tongue-in-cheek and you want to pick a character that's got blonde hair and very pale skin, then do it. I mean, I really don't mind having a bit of a laugh with this. But I'm actually, sorry, Charlotte, no, not tongue-in-cheek anymore. I look like Mulan. And I'm very happy. And I've forgotten that Walk of No Shame lipstick's quite nice too. Who's got Walk of No Shame? Hands up if you've got Walk of No Shame. I keep going to reach for my drink and I didn't bring it in. Who's got... I'm going to have a chat to you all now before I go. You've got Walk of No Shame. You've got the lipstick. Right, did you want to look at the other items? Because I can swatch them for you. My eyes are watering now. I think it was that, it is a bit old, this one. The Feline Flick. I think I'd have been better using a black eyeliner in a newer thing. Swatch the shadows and the blush. Great. Okay, I shall do that. So, here we have So this is the Walk of No Shame palette. As you can see, I've used it quite a lot. So here is the prime shade. I'll do it half and half on my warm side and cool side so you can see. That's the prime shade. So it's like a pinky, it's quite a neutrally pink. It's not too cool, it's not too warm. And then you've got the enhanced shade. They've all got a bit of a, none of them are completely matte. They're not shimmery, but they're kind of more satin. So that is the enhanced shade. Then this is the smoke shade. And then this one is the pop shade. And I'm going to show you. That's the pop shade, but I'm going to put a bit of that stuff that I put on, that I keep forgetting the name of. The makeup, I'm going to mix it this time on the back of my hand. So I'm going to take a little bit of this mixing liquid and I'm going to put a drop on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to scrape a little bit of the pop shade, so that I've got it like that as a powder. Can you see? I've just scraped a little bit so that I'm going to mix it in. Oh yeah, that works even better. I might put some of this on my lids in a minute. So this, I put it on that hand and now I can't. That's what it looks like when you mix it with the Duraline. And you see, it just makes it pop a bit more. See if I can grab a bit more of that and put some more on my lid. Right, then you got the Walk of No Shame blush. Which looks a bit scary if you're fair-skinned. But don't forget that the middle one, I'm just going to put this on this side. The middle one is a sort of blush cum highlighter. And then I might as well swatch the lip liner and the lipstick as well. Now, don't forget, you can also get the Walk of No Shame in the dual lips, which I've got somewhere. And you can get, I think you can get Walk of No Shame eyeliner, can't you? Or am I dreaming that? I'm going to have a look. If you can, then I've got it. I can't even remember now. You love a satin formula. Well, then you'll love these. They're all satin. Right, and then you've got the lipstick, but I'll just show you how that compares to the lip liner. Yes, there's an eyeliner. Thank you, Stacey. I was thinking, have I dreamt that? I'll show you the Walk of No Shame eyeliner. So I've got all my eyeliners here. That's Pillow Talk. And that's Pillow Talk, because I've got two Pillow Talks. Here we go, Walk of No Shame eyeliner. put a bit of that on. I'll swatch it, but I'll also put some on. So here is the eyeliner. I'm going to put it here. It's quite similar to Pillow Talk. Let me show you Pillow Talk. Oh, this needs sharpening badly. Almost identical to Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk got slightly more pink in it. So let's put a bit of this on. Maybe I can get... Let me sharpen it. It's sort of sharp. Let me sharpen it, and I'm going to try and get into that inner corner. This might do a bit of a better job of it. Now, this isn't in her look, but of course, it's Walk of No Shame, so it will go. It doesn't, I think it's my eye shape. It just doesn't want to sit there properly. And I must take my nail varnish off. My disgusting nails. Let me put some in my upper waterline. Anyway. Oh, yes, she's got the lip bath, but she's also got the jewel lips as well in Walk of No Shame. And hasn't she got jewel eyes? She's got the jewel eye pop thingy, isn't she? Not the pop shots, but the jewel pot. So you can get a shimmer. So there's a lot of Walk of No Shame. Nearly as much as Pillow Talk, but not quite as many. But I definitely think that is the Mulan look, with my hair behind my ears. Yes, the jewel pot. Right. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you all. Oh, I was going to give you a quick update about my whole health thing. It's so frustrating. I've now been seen by the Spina Bifida Clinic, who have suggested that I get referred to an orthopaedic surgeon to investigate my foot and my knee. And the musculoskeletal physio that I was supposed to see this week cancelled on the morning and gave me an appointment for 2 weeks' time. And I started to feel really annoyed because I actually think, and it's how I feel right now, is I have a friend who is able-bodied and they've got a bunion and they've been in hospital and had the bunion removed and they've had their foot surgically repositioned so the bunion doesn't come back. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm really pleased for this friend of mine. I wouldn't want anybody to be in pain when they're walking. But when you compare that experience with me, at the moment, I can barely weight bear. It's so painful. And they have found now that I've got this fluid on the back of my knee. It's not just arthritis. I know arthritis is not just arthritis, but it's not a chronic condition. There's something causing it to be angry. No one is investigating this fast. And I cannot help but feel that if I walked in, or hobbled in, I should say, in a tracksuit, and my normal for me was that I jogged a mile a day or walked to work, and I was very active. Would have been treated by now. And I just feel like, because I'm in a mobility scooter and because I'm disabled, that no one is moving very fast to do anything, because, and I'm not accusing anyone, I'm saying that's how I feel. And when I compare my experience with friends of mine who are able-bodied and the investigations that they're getting and the treatment they're getting for similar issues, or perhaps even more trivial issues, I cannot help but feel that's it. Now, you might disagree. That's how I feel. Anyway, that's my little moan about, so I have been a bit down, but I'm trying to keep my spirits up. And I love joining you guys each week, even if I don't get round to doing a video. So as always, thank you for sticking with me. And don't forget to like the live. And I'll see you all very soon. And don't forget later on to post which Disney iconic look you want to see me do next, because I want to have a go at all of them now. Okay, take care. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Bushra. Mwah.